Good morning. How you guys doing? This Mike back with the thought of the day on December 4th, 2025. First, I want to give honor and praise to Ahaya Shoahaya Bahashem Yeshai Rawakadash, Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit in Hebrew. Then I like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today I want to give my final thoughts on the Diddy documentary I watched, completed it, and um, I'm just going to say that it's a price for fame. Um, what I saw was a young boy that grew up fatherless, lost, um, with a mother that thought she was doing what she knew was right, trying to raise him and threw him to the wolves. And he tried to cover up that pain with chasing the fame, which many of us would do, and which many of us tried to do, to cover up that pain while chasing the fame, to get that dopamine, to get that instant gratification. And Satan offers that deal to everybody. It might not be to the level that the deal that he got, but we all just gonna have to make that decision on whether we're gonna chase our own prestige and fame, or we're gonna go to the Most High. And many of us try to chase that prestige and fame, and then once we get burnt enough, then we turn to the Most High. And I hope this is the case for him. As he gained that fame and power, he developed a God complex, and he thought he was untouchable, and he kept going and going. And many of the people he encountered were too chasing fame. Many of them allowed themselves to be put in positions for situations that happen and things of that nature, chasing fame. And many of them kept coming back after situations happened because they still wanted to be famous. It all boils down to chasing that fame, man. Satan, and that's why Satan invented fame. Because we want the spotlight on us when the spotlight's supposed to be on the Most High. And the Most High sent that brother many signs to let him know. The first one was that situation at the city college where those people died. He had a decision to make at that point, and his mom said that, I don't know if my son made the right decision going into this business. Now, according to the guy said he assaulted his mom that day and cursed her out, but that was a pivotal decision right there. Then the situation with the shooting in the club with Shine. Another chance the Most High gave him to get up out of there, to get up out of the game and turn away. Then there was the bottle situation with Steve Stout. Then there was numerous people dying around them, people getting locked up, things of that nature. Seeing all of this going on, the Most High sends you signals. But when that fame and that power and having that power to take over, that's what it was. So when you rewind it and you see the little the young boy that was young, his father wasn't there, he didn't feel protected, he was getting bullied all the time. Now he turned into the person that, I'm gonna control everybody and I'm gonna do the bullying because nobody was there to protect me. And I'm not giving the brother no excuse. I just know that many of us turn to dopamines and chasing fame when we're battered and we don't know how to heal from our upbringing. And the brother went ham with it. You know what I'm saying? As you know, some of his behaviors, and 90% of the stuff I saw and I heard in the documentary, I already saw. Like, so it wasn't like groundbreaking as many said it that it was in terms of what I saw on it. You get what I'm saying? And I understand that once you get those spirits and you start operating in that kind of flesh, you can't never satisfy the flesh. Those demons inside, that man couldn't satisfy those demons. That's why the sexual episodes just went to the next level after level after level after level, because he couldn't satisfy it. You got to understand, most guys wanted to get in that industry to make some money, find them nice, beautiful women that they'll fornicate with. Let's be honest. Find beautiful women to fornicate with, have them by the truckload, make some money, and get their attention. He was getting that at 16, 17, 18 years old. Now what's next? I got to go to the next level because that's regular. Now it's multiples. Now what's next? That demon that demon is getting hungry and hungry. That demon wanting to eat. And when you're in that life, you're feeding that demon. You're feeding that demon. You're feeding that demon. Another thing was interesting too is that they said he got hooked on drugs. Like many people, me working in this industry, I understand many people have the same story on how they got hooked on drugs. Said he got injured. He took a Percocet. And once he felt that feeling of that Percocet, I need that now. And I have enough money to buy it anytime I want. And now that's going to lead to other drugs. And now not only am I drinking this alcohol like that, but I also have a drug habit too. And that's when the money and the fame and attention comes back to bite you and could really cost you your life, because now I have access to whatever I want, whenever I want, and I'm an addict and an alcoholic. But the bright side of this, the bright side of this documentary was, I pray that 50 documentary humbled this brother enough to say I quit. Because everything has been exposed out. Everybody knows now. Like, now, brother, bow. Turn your life over to the Most High. Follow Christ, brother. It's over, man. It's over, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if part of him felt kind of relieved after all of this, because we only as sick as our secrets. We only as sick as our secrets, man. So part of him probably felt relieved is for getting this information out, that is over with now. But I pray that this was a sign for him to turn his life over to the Most High. And I have to say, the Most High loves him because he gave him extended mercy and grace, man, through all of these situations, man. And I pray that he has the sign now to turn his life over. And before everybody point the finger and say, I can't believe he did this and did that, blah, 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 rewind the tape and put yourself in his shoes, and you 16 years old and you're offered all of this stuff, and all of this stuff is going on. Come on, man. We was at the Greek fests. We was at the Daytona beaches. We was in Miami. We was in Cancun. We was in the DR. We did all of this stuff. And you trying to tell me that, I'm not saying that you would get into that forbidden behaviors that he was getting into, and we know what I'm talking about. I don't gotta address it because I don't want no issues on social media. But those forbidden behaviors that the Bible call abomination, I'm just gonna say it like that. But come on, man, when it came to the women, like, let's be serious. If you was in his shoes at 16 and all of this stuff was presented to you, and you had that kind of life, and you was doing this and doing that, come on, man. The stuff with the women, like, knock it off, man. And I'm not saying that you would have took advantage of somebody, but you would have been doing a lot of the videotaping. You would have been doing a lot of that other stuff that he was doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, money, power, fame is a scary thing when you put all of that together with somebody that doesn't have God as the foundation. And I'm gonna end with this. I remember on the Tupac movie, when he had his check from Interscope, and he went in there and showed his mom, and the one thing his mom said to him that I would never forget, one of the most powerful lines in any movie like that I ever heard. His mom looked at him and said, "Be careful, son, because they're giving you everything you need to destroy yourself." This is Mike. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom.